Hello everyone, my name is Vam, and welcome to another episode of Zero Cut Profiles. Today we're back in the NR format, as always, checking out a MEKK-KNIGHT 7-axis deck, taking advantage of the new Gate Guardian support in the previous pack of Labyrinth Wall Shadow and Labyrinth Heavy Tank. So, let's get into the card by card. I'll explain where we go on the way. We have two Tenyi Spirited Hara. This card allows us to recover a few things even if we're not going into synchros. It's great for recycling our Ashinas and our Vishidas. Next we have 3 Tenyi Spirit Shatana, which has a great protection effect for our non-effect monsters, and it is a free 4, allowing us to go into the occasional rank 4 if we have it. Next we have MEKK-KNIGHT Orange Sunset. It's a rank 6, but it is a MEKK-KNIGHT, and it has a somewhat useful effect, I suppose. It's mostly there because it's another name that we can take full advantage of. Next we have 3 copies of MEKK-KNIGHT Yellowstar and MEKK-KNIGHT Red Moon. You don't need to know what these cards do, you just need to know they are MEKK-KNIGHTs and they are level 7. That is the entire premise of this deck, is to go into a ton of level 7s. Next we have Tenyi Spirit Vishuda. These are 3 level 7s that we can special summon, and they have a very nice effect if we want to use that as well. We have Tenyi Spirit Ashina, which is a crazy card, allowing us to summon it for free, link it off, and then summon another Tenyi from the deck, which is really good. Next we have 2 Kashtira Ogre, another very good free 7, because of course it's all free 7s. Finally, we have Labyrinth Heavy Tank, which is our final 7, and allows us to use our normal summon very well, because we can normal summon this as another level 7 body. Next we have MEKK-KNIGHT Indigo Eclipse. It's level 8, but it allows us to push for a ton more damage, because it's got a big body of 24, and it can move itself to effectively not use a monster zone that MEKK-KNIGHTs need. Next we have Labyrinth Wall Shadow. This card's a really good floodgate for this deck, because it is essentially Vengeful Bog Spirit for anything that isn't a MEKK-KNIGHT. And this whole deck is full of MEKK-KNIGHTs. So we can take full advantage of this to use it as protection and a way to slow the game down for only our opponent. Next we have 2 Book of Moon, which we can take advantage of to go for big damage pushes, and it's just a very nice card to have. We have Heavenly Dragon Circle, which allows us to tribute a worm and add a worm from deck to hand, or if we tribute a non-effect monster to special summon it, we can couple this with all of our Vishudas, Ashinas, and Shatanas. Next we have 3 Paleozoic Deinamiscus. I don't think I need to explain this card. Discard a card, target a card, and banish it, which is really good. We have 1 World Legacy Secret, which is a monster reborn for almost the entire deck, and it is a monster effect negate if we have a MEKK-KNIGHT monster in the same column as that monster. And with something like MEKK-KNIGHT Indigo Eclipse, we can take advantage of that. Finally, we have 2 Double Hooking, another relatively new card that allows us to set up an entire Xyz play by just pitching a card. It is a little bit terrifying against back row, but if we can play it right, we can go into any of our rank 7s without any issues. Okay, we'll go to the X deck and skip the synchro first. We have a Super Quantum Mech Beast era Boros. I gotta rep my favorite deck a little bit. And also this card's like the anywhere from like 3rd to 5th best rank 4 in the format. There maybe are a couple others. Next, we have number 70 Malevolent Sin, a removal rank 4 that can increase its attack if it destroys stuff by battle, and battles actually. But we can take advantage of it to remove and go for damage pushes. Same thing with Exosister Sophia. This is probably the best rank 4 in the format, but it just is a bounce. It has some protection that doesn't really come up, not that often, but we can use it for removal. We have number 74 Master of Blades that has a built-in targeting negate effect, and it can pop a card on the field. So think of it kind of like the protection of Guilty Gearfried. Next, we have Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. When any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach a material from this card, negate the attack, and then it doesn't really matter about that second part. We aren't playing other Odd Eyes. If it's Xyz summoned and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon an Odd Eyes monster from your X deck. That's where this Synchro monster comes in, because it's not bad at all. So here, if this is in the monster zone destroyed, you can place it in your Pendulum zone. You can target an effect monster your opponent controls and negate it, and you can do this once per turn. And it's really nice. And during the battle phase, if you control the synchro summoned card, which unfortunately we don't, so we can't take advantage of this effect, but it's just a very nice way to float into a 3k with a negate. Next, we have Dark Armed, the Dragon of Annihilation, which is really, really nice because it allows us to detach material, pop a card, and we can do this twice in a turn if we need to. Finally, we have Infinitrack Mountain Smasher, big beat stick. It's really, really nice, and it's a way to stop destruction effects because we can attach those cards as material. Finally, we have number 76 Harmonizer Gradiel, which has a little bit of protection with it and can also absorb monsters from the graveyard similar to a DD Crow, which is really, really nice, especially at quick effect speed. Next, we have Triple Monk of the Tenyi to go with our monks. There's not much to say about this card. We have a Codebreaker Virus Swordsman, a Pit Knight early because I'm one of the people who plays both, and a Berserker of the Tenyi, a Tenyi boss that's non-effect, and hopefully we can use it to a good effect. So, with that being said, let's hop into this amazing duel. I'll go ahead and make sure this deck is saved, and we are going to be playing against Wizrad. So, hopefully they will ready up pretty soon. And while we were waiting, I do want to encourage you all to do the YouTube stuff, you know, to subscribe, like, all that. I am really pushing to work towards 500 subscribers, you know, the monetization goals, just as a benchmark for the year. And any support absolutely helps. So, now that we start the duel, let's quickly hop in and see what our hand looks like. We're going second, so we have a little bit of breathing room. And this hand is the kind of Tenyi style hand. So hopefully we can see what our opponent is going to be on. They asked me before we started if I wanted to see meta jank, or jank. And so now I'm both concerned and very, very excited. We have our nice silver sleeves. We have the extra deck. Secret, Shadow, Shuta, Shatana. I think there's a couple combos we can do with this. Oh boy. I was not prepared for Trump Witch. Huh. And Bismugear. Why Trump? Oh, it's a fusion spell. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. So we are going to get to see Performapal Metalfoes, maybe? I can't really tell. How many cards is this? It's a 40 card deck. Wait, no, it's a 41 card deck. Pendulum Summon, Fire Opal Head, and Metalfoes Volflame. I feel like we're about to see a Metalfoes Mithrilium come in here. And hopefully we can take some advantage from it. I imagine there's a chance they go Trump Witch Fuse and then Bismugear pop the Trump Witch to set like a combination or something, or a counter. Counter would be annoying, but I think we can deal with it because we have Vishida. So there's the Performapal Trump Witch, going to fuse them off. Kind of an interesting tack, honestly. And we are going to get to see... Oh, gee, okay. That was not what I was expecting. I forgot this just came out. Transcendosaurus Giganta's out. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. You can shuffle a normal monster. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Oh, that's terrifying. Face up extra deck. Hand field. Okay, they can't take it. Okay, yes they can. Oh my, things just got a whole lot worse for us. Transcendosaurus Giganta's out. Wow. If you shuffle... Man. This is really, really annoying. And is this a once per turn? It is. Okay, so we can out this in a couple ways. There's Mithrilium. Target 2 Metalfoes cards from your graveyard, 1 card on the field. Shuffle the target from the graveyard into the deck, and if you do, return the card. That's spell spit what? Returning Bismugear to the hand? Interesting move. I guess that makes some sort of sense. Send from the field to the graveyard, special summon a Metalfoes Pendulum from graveyard or face up extra deck. They currently have one, and it is the biggest one. This is also really annoying with the Labyrinth Wall Shadow, because it doesn't stop them. We'll figure it out. Hopefully a good draw can get us out of this. I imagine there's some combination of Vishuda bounce the Gigantazowler, then we'll have to take the Mithrilium, and then... I'm not impressed with this situation. Don't exactly know how we're going to deal with all of this at once, but we do have World Legacy Secret that we can't use. Oh, this is weird. Huh. Okay then, what else can they do? Gigantazowler's crazy though, 3800 beat stick with recovery. They also don't have, they do have a normal monster. They have a dinosaur normal monster, of course. Draw phase, this better be good. That's pretty good. Okay. So, you control no effect. If you control a face-up non-effect monster. Okay. So I think I know the play. We're going to Special Shatana. We're going to go into a Monk. And actually, we don't even need to set the back row. We can just use the link, but I'd rather keep the arrow open just in case. So we'll go for Monk. Then we'll go Vishuda Special Summon. Then we will set the World Legacy Secret. Special the Red Moon. We can go into probably... I'm trying to think which one we want. We can bounce one and go into the other. So if we bounce the Mithrilium, then we go and going into Harmonizer Gradiel, we can attach the Fire Opal head and remove the summon back. You shuffle normal monster from your graveyard. Yeah, okay, I think that's the play. Can we destroy by battle? Yeah, that works. And it's a fire, so that's nice. So we're gonna go into this. We're putting in the Geonator Transversor Zone, which is a bad idea. But, okay. We're going to target a monster in opponent's graveyard. We'll target the Fire Opal head, detaching the Vishuda, attaching it. Then we can go for... Vishuda, bounce the Mithrilium. And then it'll be a little bit of damage. But we can go... Monk into the Gigantazowler. We'll trigger Shathana, and now this thing can't recover itself. So we'll target the Monk, summon it back. We will destroy Gigantazowler, and now they can't do anything, and we will swing in for 3,700. Wow. That worked out really well. And then I guess we'll fire off the Labyrinth Wall Shadow. That works, and we always have the backup in case we need to out this. So that worked out really well. Their graveyard is empty other than the Gigantazowler. And they only have 2 cards in extra deck. Hopefully they didn't top deck a Scale or something. That's really bad. And we unfortunately don't have the MEKK-KNIGHT engraved just yet. They're going to add a Fire Opal head. So hopefully we can do something here. They're going to go the Bismugear. I see. Okay. The Bismugear as well as the Fire Opal head. I have a couple of cards we can do. I really want to attach the Gigantazowler just so that we have the secret for the Red Moon. But I'm not sure what they're going to do in this situation. Maybe Pendulum summon back Volflame? And then Bismugear pop the Opal head to go into another Mithrilium? I really am not certain of anything. So, I'm just trying to think, like, what MEKK-KNIGHT cards are there? There's Counter, there's Things. I'm not entirely sure. This card's destroyed. Yep, I'm very happy we managed to out that board. Special summon back the Trump Witch. Interesting. Special summon in here, so we can't use the Harmonizer Gradiel thing. But I guess it doesn't really matter that badly. Maybe targeting the Trump Witch? No, targeting the Opal head. Okay. popping the Opal Head, and grabbing maybe another Parametal Foes fusion? Yep, that makes sense. So I think now would be the best time. This can't be destroyed by battle with fire monsters or light monsters, which is really nice. So here we're going to chain Harmonizer Gradiel, targeting the Gigantazowler and detaching the... what is it? Detaching the Red Moon. And so now that's set up, and if they summon to any of these 3 zones, we can use the World Legacy Secret to negate effects. Because currently I imagine they're struggling to find an out to this. Using the Trump Witch and the Volflame. Okay. Make another Mithrilium. Ah, and the Harmonizer Gradiel column. That's annoying. Also cannot be destroyed, but this bounces. That's annoying. The problem is the Floodgate doesn't work against them. We had to go on the offensive, and unfortunately, that's going to be our downfall. From your graveyard and 1 card in the field. Oh, they do have 2. Okay, so I imagine bouncing the Gradiel. We're going to take some damage here. Red Moon is unfortunately not strong enough. We're going to need a decent top deck. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with that. Now they have... well, I guess it doesn't really matter what they have here. Imagine we're just going to take a clean 16 to the face. We might need to out this Labyrinth Wall Shadow because it's not helping. I just figured I'd do it for insurance. My apologies if I'm coughing a lot. Okay, what can you do with this? Once per turn this way, you may issue 1 MEKK-KNIGHT monster and target 1 face-up monster in this card's column. Ooh, that's not bad. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take this. There's not much we can do. Man, Bismuth Gear Mithrilium is quite the board to have to deal with. Turns out this deck loses a lot of momentum very quickly. Ooh. Okay. So, we can do something with that. Concern is, what can we do with it? I think let's set this over here. And, I think... nah, let's leave the Floodgate up. We're trying to take as much control as possible. We've got Secret to negate a monster effect. So we're going to go on. Because I want to make sure that World Legacy Secret can negate anything that's at least not summon. Man, top deck the Melcaster, come on! Jeez Louise, this is insane. Okay, so they're going to go for the Pendulum Sun, probably bringing out... now they're bringing out the Fire Opal Head? Okay. Interesting choice. Target face-up card, control, destroy it, maybe... oh, they're going to get, what, the 3rd Parametal Foes? For goodness sakes. These top decks have been crazy. Summoner's Art for a Volflame, then Melcaster. Yep, there's the 3rd Parametal Foes fusion. Luckily we can negate this one. If it's destroyed by battle or card effect during the end phase, add 1 from deck to hand. That's fine. This doesn't even shuffle for cost. So both of them... oh, it's a hard once though. So that's good. Oh, they're just going to battle. Okay, we'll let them go to battle. This is lethal. So we're going to go World Legacy Secret. Use the effect. Yes, we'll target the Red Moon. Special it back here. I don't want to use up this MEKK-KNIGHT column. So now, this is unfortunately very easily outed, but they have to return it to my hand. which means that I do have a little bit of leeway to... Okay, there's the Metal Foes Fusion. Double hooking. Wait. Target up to 2 monsters. Oh, up to. Okay. Keeping this here as well for the double hooking, the Labyrinth Wall Shadow. This is a close duel. There's the, what? Is this the third Bismuth gear, or have they just been recycling it? I think they've been recycling it. Or Adamant. Okay. This card's interesting. They've built me another MEKK-KNIGHT column. Oh, they were trying to set up for... They've used the Bismuth gear. They're trying to set up to bounce this, but I don't think they realized that they made another MEKK-KNIGHT column for me. So they've got a Melcaster, Adamant, Mithrilium. This does get walled off by Red Moon. In any... Oh, they're bouncing the Melcaster. Okay, I see. They have no Metal Foes Engraved. If we can get a monster with like 2800 attack or something, we can beat over both these cards. And they don't actually have a Metal Foes anywhere. Where can they special summon from? Graveyard or Extract. They don't have any. So if we can get a level 7... Oh, they bounced it out of the MEKK-KNIGHT column, I just realized. So we're going to have to figure this one out a little bit. We can do it, we can do it. I think so. So now we've got the Red Moon. Unfortunately, it's not in a column, but we also don't have MEKK-KNIGHTs, so it doesn't really matter. What's interesting about double hooking, I think we can actually make use of it here, because if we discard, then target, we can actually discard... Okay, they're just doing it again. So I guess that solves our problem a little bit. I'm confused why, though. Oh, they're recycling it. Popping the Adamant? Why? Setting counter? Or combination, maybe? If they set it to the World Legacy Secret column, any column but the Red Moon column is a good column for us. That's a good column. And there's Metal Foes counter, which I think we can hopefully use to our advantage to make our opponent feel some security. Bismuth gear, oh, they get a search. Ugh. I don't like that. New player's trying to send to graveyard, engage this card. Yep. Okay. Man, this thing's taking down Metal Foes, just absolutely going crazy. Grab back the Bismuth gear. That's concerning. We need to draw a level 7. If we do not... Uh-oh. That's a little bit of a... Well... depends on definition of Huh. Okay. What's our play here? Our play here might be to go to a Berserker, but then they just go for more Tenny stuff. Or, I mean, they go for more Metal Foes stuff. So I'm trying to think of what we can go into. We don't have... We could go into another Monk, beat over this, or beat under this, I should say. And then go double hooking to swing in for damage? The problem is... Oh, wait, Extract or Graveyard. All they have is a Bismuth gear. Oh, they haven't... Wait. Metal Foes Pendulum Monster. Okay. So they would have to summon the Bismuth gear. I think I like that idea. So we can go for Shathana. We're going to go set a field spell. We can go into a Monk of the Tenyi. Oh no! Oh, I just realized what I just did. We can't go double hooking anymore. Oh, that's annoying. I just messed up. It's fine, we'll figure it out. We'll go Monk in. I am popping the Mithrilium, but we could also just pop the Melcaster. I suppose. Gosh, I can't believe I just did that. No, we need one more card. Oh, it pops monsters anyways. So I'll pop Mithrilium. Does Mithrilium want to trigger? Their counter wants to... Oh, right, count... Jeez Louise, that was an awful turn. Might have just thrown away the game right there. That's... Jeez. Okay, then, so the counter is going to bring out... If you bring out anything but Volflame, I'm just going to beat over it. Yep, okay, there's Volflame. Yep, and that was a silly move. We can't do anything because it's a non-effect. Luckily, they didn't bring it out in the Red Moon zone, so there is always the chance. They might be trying to push for lethal, though. And I think that they have a lethal push because of that field spell setting thing. Okay, well, there's another scale. Gosh, just the... I think we had this for a while. Though it was a good game, but a couple of good top decks just absolutely destroyed us. Top decking Summoner Art, then Melcaster. Yeesh. If they do accidentally bounce the Red Moon, then we might have a safety net. And this duel could hopefully not be over. So why don't we just see what they're gonna do with that? So there's the Bismuth. There's the fusion. Or they could use the one face up on the field. That's always an option. Gold Driver and... Or sorry, Melcaster, not Melcaster, Volflame and Gold Driver for Auric Calc. Oh, jeez. Huh. This is gonna hurt, but it's not lethal. So now they're gonna get a couple more searches. But fortunately, the Orichalc is not going to do anything other than just deal a ton of damage. The Orichalc effect is kind of annoying. Oh no. Okay. So they're going Bismugear, Pop, Melcaster, which will trigger... Oh, jeez. That'll trigger adding... What, Volflame? Setting full Metal Foes Fusion. Okay. That can't be activated this turn, because it's a quick play. I'm trying to think. I think they're trying to route this out as well. So hopefully we can survive. They might have just thrown lethal. I'm not sure. Okay. They're just grabbing back all of their Metal Foes. They've got the Melcaster Bismugear loop, which is a really big issue. I suppose, do they have more Para-Metal Foes Fusion is the concern. So there's... Oh, they haven't Pendulum summoned. Okay, yeah, we were very dead. They go for the wrong thing, though. Man, you know, this Floodgate's very good against any deck that doesn't just spam out high-level monsters, which unfortunately, we went up against a bad matchup, and Metal Foes does. There's Metal Foes combination. It's unfortunately game. There wasn't really much we could do here, even with keeping the Red Moon in defense. Those misplays were annoying, but I don't think they did anything. The Auric Calc would have still obliterated us. So there's 18, and there's the final 2 from the Fire Opal head. Thank you everyone for watching. My name is Sam. Unfortunately, we didn't take this one, but I also think this deck can do a lot more than it got to show off. So, have a good day everyone. See y'all soon.